All right, here we are at Rocket Ranch with Anthony, the general manager and jack of all trades around here. He keeps this place going, and we're in the clubhouse, I guess you call it. This is some Starship debris that they've got on the walls. It's just gorgeous stuff. I kind of drool every time I look at it, but these are some big, nice pieces. This is something they just got over here in the corner that's huge. But Rocket Ranch is a place you can come to and stay, and you can watch the launches from down the street at their outpost. If you're ever in the area, just come down to check out Starbase, then I totally recommend this. Oh, look at that. That is a nice tag. Starship Production Equipment. Wow. I am so jealous now. But as you know, I like eating the Starship debris. We've got a couple of robots here. They're ready to go. And would Anthony tell us a little bit more about Rocket Ranch here?
Well, Rocket Ranch is the place to be if you are a Starbase nerd. If you are interested in what is happening down here, if you're curious about it, or if you just want a life-changing experience to see the world's most powerful rocket, we are your home. We're an information hub, so we host a lot of the media that comes through here. A fair amount of the staff sometimes, and certainly all of the fans, and so we just provide a home and the world's closest observation to the rocket launch. So we often call ourselves the best theater to the greatest show on Earth, and that's what we are. So great community here, and it's just a cool place to be. We sit right on the edge of the Rio Grande, so it's very beautiful. We're in this sort of pristine, sort of natural preserve, and surrounded by all this frontier, which is not unpoetic. And it's a great place to watch this from. You know, certainly if you go to like Cape Canaveral and ever seen a launch, it's like the closest you can get with like press credentials is like 8 miles, and we're at least half that. So you know, where it would normally take about a minute and a half for that sound to hit you, it's just like 15, 16 seconds later, and you're swimming in this audio, which is incredible. So yeah, we highly recommend it. If you want to come down and check this place out, we'd love to have you. Find a home down here at Starbase with Rocket Ranch.
When I first met you, you had just gotten here from Florida.
Yes, sir.
And you were following the space programs out there, right?
Yeah. So I used to work for the Kennedys, and so I had really pretty easy access to kind of go see rocket launches. I was like a text message away from getting credentials. So I started with the shuttle program and seeing Endeavour launch, and that was in itself, my gateway drug, if you will, to that experience. Like it. Yeah.
The gateway drug.
Yeah, it really, really is. Once you get, it's really hard to see it. We often call it the hardest spectator sport in history. You imagine going to see a World Cup game or something, and then, they're like, sorry guys, the weather's bad, we're not going to be able to have this game today, and then they ask everyone to leave. So that happens here, certainly. But once you do get to see it, it's a life-changing experience. I often refer to it as a religious experience. But yeah, so seeing the shuttle program almost go into the darkness after that, I mean, it was the second to last launch, and then seeing the Falcon 9 program, Crew Dragon, and then of course Falcon Heavy in 2018, which is effectively what started this. My business partner, David Santilena, came out here in January and purchased this property, and with the intent of having this great home for enthusiasts and us nerds, so that was really the idea behind it from the start. So you're just watching all these incredible things and seeing, what it's like at Canaveral with the sort of, I don't want to say bureaucracy, but sort of bureaucracy that you can't really access it. It's obviously a defense area, Patrick Air Force Base, they take that security very seriously, whereas here it's more of like a more welcoming and sort of for the people rocket experience. So it's pretty incredible that you can get this close to the world's most powerful, rocket prototype that's going to put people on other worlds one day, and it's a sort of a treat and a privilege, really, to be able to see that. So that's what we do and why we do it.
Well, the Starship is going to be and is the world's first crewed interplanetary vehicle. You know, Elon Musk has a dream to go to Mars, and he's got the money and the will to do it. I don't think NASA could have done this in 30 years, and they wouldn't have done it for 30 years. So really, say what you want about Elon Musk, but he's the guy that's making this happen, and his will and his creative genius has created this. And because of the logistics of his Starship production and launch area down there, we can be very, very close to it. So that I think is what captured the imagination of people. When you look at the Starship, it looks like something out of an old movie. And you go, what is this crap? And then when he tries to land them and they go boom, that's when you get hooked. I came first for Starship 9. It took me 3 trips, as we were talking about the difficulty of being a fan of this. But I got to see Starship 9, and it was a gateway drug. I'm hooked. I've cast off the rest of my obligations in the world. If you need a backhoe service, you might want to call someone else, you know. But here we've got some heat tiles. Anthony's got a brand new one here, never been flown. This is one of the clips that actually attaches it, and these are a rare thing to see. This is welded to the hull, and this beautiful brand new heat tile. It's so pretty. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, we don't know which batch it was, but it's got the X, so that means it's inspected by SpaceX. So my battery's telling me this may not last long, but I wanted you to see the clubhouse, and then we're going to walk outside here for a second and show you the rest of this stuff. It's got some nice paintings on the wall, and look at this room. Oh yeah, we got the models. Man, that is a nice one. I haven't seen this one before. But this is Starship all the time, all day long. And well, we got some other Falcon 9 stuff here, some other astronauts, some nice drawings, and we've got the space station there. It looks like down the bottom. Everyday Astronaut, one of our heroes. He's online. Check out his show. T-shirts are available here, and other memorabilia. Looks like some signs. Probably got a bumper sticker or two somewhere. And for the kids that like to play games, we've got that. We got the popcorn machine. The TV set is on Live Padre, pretty much 24/7.
And then we have our Pinto Resistance, which is the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, now this is a beautiful thing here, the river out back. And over here we see some small travel trailers. These are available to rent. And when you say riverfront, you could cast a rod and reel right out of your front door here on these guys. So you can come and stay one of their little trailers. You can come and camp here, bring your own RV. We've got a boat here to take people down the river to the outpost.
Yeah, our very own drone ship. There's a big old landing marker on there. So that's a big old SpaceX drone ship design that's in the middle of it.
Oh, that's right. It's a drone ship circle. Don't sit there during a launch.
We don't want anything to land on there. So
Yeah.
I always wonder, I'm like, what if the computer gets confused for a moment?
Yeah, right. So we're looking at Mexico across the river there, and hut looking thing. I don't know what you call it, but
Our Andromeda Pavilion.
yes, there's a pavilion over here. If you want to have your wedding here, I think we could probably arrange that. We've got our Tesla charging station, and I got to give a shout out to the Carmen Ghia.
Oh yeah, that's my baby. Rebuilding it right now. Have to move it out of the pipe.
Some more travel trailers. Oh, and we got to see the mass transport vehicle up distance there. You can see a COPV tank. Those are kind of uncommon. If you come here, the county has done a great job of fixing up the road. I was totally amazed.
Yeah, thank you, Cameron.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful place to be. The fishing is excellent, I might add. You guys been catching some fish over here?
Yeah, we get some big reds. There's snooks. There's
Yeah, this Rio Grande River down here,
brackish water.
it's got lots of a combination, I think, of saltwater and freshwater fish sometimes. But this is the
Got this is our Andromeda Pavilion. So we do a fair amount of entertaining here. We're going to be doing a lot of concerts and parties and stuff like that out here. And it's a great murals out here by Sunset. And so we have our Optimus, you know, and the pillars of creation, sort of reaching out into the universe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is kind of awesome. And then we have Andromeda, which is new.
Right.
So this is like our pillar area. We're post-launch right now, so it's kind of
It's a little quiet right now.
but it's still very nice and it gives us time to work.
Have you quit shaking yet from the launch? I'm starting to lose it. It took me a couple of days.
It takes a second. You know, it's certainly not our first rodeos, right? We've been to a couple of these as well. So
Yeah.
it's more, at this point, it's more for our patrons.
And we got to give a shout out to our beast. What's the beast called?
Oh, that's we call that the SFT, or I hate to use dirty language, but we call it the super fuck truck. That's our main vehicle that really does help us out whenever we have some issues, but that's actually like our press site. So we're working on it now. That's the vehicle where we put press and our
Cameras and everything.
on. Yeah, so everything. In the event that there is a RUD, you're very well protected. So that's kind of our first line of defense.
In the event there is a RUD. Okay. Now, I have to mention that the outpost is like 3.7 miles
Yes, sir.
from the launch area. Is there a chance that stainless steel could fly that far?
Well, I don't think so. I think it would be kind of difficult, but we do have foxholes out there. We have a Connex container. We have like emergency slides off the top barrier, so we've taken very serious precautions to make sure that people are safe out there.
This is the kind of excitement I'm talking about. You have to have emergency slides and stuff to hide behind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's we have a waiver just in case.
You have to have a waiver in case your head gets chopped off by a piece of stainless steel.
You might lose your life, but it's the rest of the world willing to take, certainly.
It's got a
Really appreciate what you do, man.
Okay, we're back live.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, Jason Owen. Check my mail for me. Yeah, we got away from the Wi-Fi here, but they actually have real Wi-Fi. If you come here, you can be connected to the rest of the world because a lot of the area around here has really poor signal. But let's check out this sign over here. That's pretty cool.
I love this. This is our ode to the other folks that are contributing to space sciences. Know exactly where Hawthorne, Blue Origin is. We know exactly where SpaceX is.
Okay, Hawthorne's 2,750 miles. Oh, kilometers. That's right. We're space guys now. We go in kilometers, which that only makes it a mere about 1,800, 1,900 miles. Spaceport America. Now that's in New Mexico, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's in New Mexico. And this one, UK Spaceport, oh my goodness, that's in miles because it's so far, it's 4,861. And that's in Shetland Isles, Oost. And then the Cosmodrome, the Kazakhstan, that's 7,300 miles using the polar route. If you didn't use the polar route, it's even farther. And Mars is approximately 141 million miles. That's where we're going. So I got the arrow pointed the right way on that one. Yeah, that's great. We're going to walk by the COPV tank for a minute. The battery's getting low on this thing, so if it drops out, well, adios. Thanks for watching. This is from Starship 8 or 9?
This would have been 10.
Oh, 10. Okay. Starship 10 was the first one to actually land. People dispute that, but it was on the ground for